those are two important ways, would you say? But overall, a lot of the ways have not changed. Would you say that's because when you think of yourself kind of being brought up, going out into the world, going to school, as you were educated and you got the input of those that came before you, if there wasn't that much change, that would tell me that they maybe had figured it out pretty well, so that you more or less came to accept what was the learning at that point. Is that fair to say? Was it already there laid before you and you came to know it, or was it your own personal experience that you're...
Well, I've certainly absorbed a lot of my values from my family, my mother and my father. And so that's true. I owe a lot to them, and I hold them in both in high esteem. My father has passed, but he was a career military officer for 20 years, and then he went into the banking business. And he was a fine, upstanding man, and not very expressive. I mean, he wasn't demonstrable in expressing his emotions. I mean, we would get together and we'd shake hands. I mean, that was how but there's no question whatsoever in terms of all the love he felt. And so I absorbed a lot of values from him. He and my mother were divorced at when I was about 3, but my mother was very different. Very expressive, very demonstrative, very opinionated. And she loved talking about politics. So I kind of grew up talking about politics around the dinner table all the time. And so that's probably a big part of where my interest in those kinds of things came from. So I absorbed a lot of my values from them because I loved both my parents and appreciated them.